I hope you guys are ready for some more good news and not too tired of winning, because some more numbers that just came out that shows Trump just switched over into positive territory in a massive surge of his approval rating, which was like the one thing the left was hitting him on. And now it's like the worst nightmare possible that's happening on the left, and their responses are showing it. I'm going to walk you through the entire thing. We've got people who are pundits on the left saying that Donald Trump did some really incredible things and killed political correctness in the language of politics, which... Okay, you got Gavin Newsom freaking the F out, and then you got the lefties going out there saying things like Kamala Harris is a great candidate for 2028, and then stripping their clothes off like their common sense and getting on bikes and then doing a die-in with hundreds of naked liberal bodies blocking streets. Guys, this is going to be one you're going to enjoy. Everything will be linked in the description box below. Of course, if you want to save this country, make it better than you found it for the next generation, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, and I dare say tell a friend, because we are coming to town. Let's go, baby. All right, you can follow me on X at Braden LOA. Let's dive right into this. I got to show you this. President Trump's national approval rating surges plus 9 points over the past week and is now at 51 to 48%. Again, I will say that number one more time. 51% to 48%. The entire thing was stop the fascist, stop the Nazi, make sure that we have saved our democracy, all of these things. For 12 years, the media has castigated him as the devil himself. And now, with a 90% negative media coverage or plus, he's got that approval rating. Now, why is that so crucial? And I've got all the pundits showing up, including the naked people laying on the street. That's coming. The reason that that's so important is because it's not just the Donald Trump effect that the liberals have to be afraid of now, or the left has to be afraid of. What they have to be afraid of is the results that are coming from Donald Trump's effectuating his policy, which then validates all of his policies. So if the people in America are validating his policies with an approval rating of 51 to 48%, and the Democrats have an abysmal approval rating across the board, it really serves to undermine them even further as we go on. But it's not just me saying it. Listen to this. We're going to jump over to Charlamagne the God. This is a left pundit. This is a talking head on the left, on the radio. Okay? Listen to what he says about Donald Trump, and it's really important to understand the underlying message here. Listen to this. This is key.
Donald Trump shows me what's politically possible. Trump shows me what presidents can do if they want to do it. Donald Trump shows me what can be said if you are willing to say it. It's not about what can't be done. It's about who has the political will to do it. I don't want to hear a peep from Democrats about nothing until they get the balls to say what's really on their mind in regards to this country and this world. Trump doesn't care if it sounds ridiculous. Trump doesn't care if it makes sense. It's no political correctness whatsoever. As I've been saying for years, the language of politics is dead, and Donald Trump killed it.
The language of politics is dead, and Donald Trump killed it. And there's a few pieces to this little 30-second clip that I'm going to hit on. First of all, of course, political language is dead. And I'm going to go out on a limb here, and you guys can agree or disagree. Tell me in the comments. Donald Trump didn't kill political correctness. The American people killed political correctness because we're sick of the nanny state. We're sick of being told what we can and can't say. We're sick of saying which bathrooms we can and can't use. We're sick of all the liberal bullying on these social scores and all of the crap that they put their thumb down on us by basically applying a purity test to anything that you do and then applying rules that you don't believe in to your life. That's what really happened. And political correctness was just an example of that. But something else that he said here which was really powerful. Don't come at me, Democrats, and tell you that you can't do something because Donald Trump just did it. Donald Trump just broke the mold and set the Democrats in a position of failure down the road because they can't just say like, oh, he couldn't get it done because Congress was against him anymore. Basically, what he's saying right here is Donald Trump just showed that it is completely possible to do whatever a president can if they have the presidential will to do it. And the Democrats don't have that will, and their skills aren't in the same areas, so they're going to be shown in a different light. That's the entire point. Which, when we get to these next little clips, which we'll keep on going, this is what the left is doing. And I hit on this in my short this morning. This is what the Democrats have decided to do to protest ICE. They've gone into these very weird inflatable costumes, and they're dancing in front of ICE agents, and they're trying to be taken seriously. And the left is actually acting like this is a effective form of protest, and it's going to bring people to their side. It's comical. And it buttresses the point that I'm trying to lay out in this video, and you guys can let me know if I land the plane or not. But what they're doing is not working. It's getting to the point of ridiculousness. You don't believe me? Look, this is another far left account. Again, I'm going to tie all this stuff together. This is a far left account that they made an AI recreating George Washington's crossing of the Delaware, all dressed in frogs based off of this, and they're running with it on mainline Democrat accounts, and they're just listen to the verbiage.
Keep the stroke steady. Push through the ice. Aye, Commander. The far shore's in sight. Hold fast, frogs. We cross tonight. Roll, roll.
That's what they're genuinely posting as motivational. We're winning against the tyrannical fascist. That's their big protest moment. Okay, guys, you have to understand how bad of a position these people are in. And don't worry, we got this guy coming up in a second to round this whole thing out. He's going to make a fool of himself in a second. But then you also have, don't want to do that one or this one first. No, I'll save the naked for next. So this is a sitting senator who says this. Remember, the Democrats are all wayward, right? While Trump has now positive approval rating. Listen to this.
Do you think that Kamala Harris would be a strong candidate in 2028?
Candidate? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, she was the nominee last time. I think
you would encourage her to run.
I think she would be incredibly strong.
Okay, hey, come here. How many of you out there, by show of hands or chats or comments or likes, genuinely thinks that he believes Kamala Harris will be a strong candidate in 2028? The woman is an abomination of a candidate. Everyone knows it. I personally am fully for it. Let's get her in there now. Let's not have a Democratic primary at all. Let's just put her right in there, Dems. It'll be a great move. It worked out last time amazingly well. There's no way they truly believe this. But now to the naked. I promised you the good stuff would come in here somewhere. Check this out. So this is actually occurring right now in Portland. They found the way to our hearts to finally have us see that we shouldn't deal with our laws and the ways that we're dealing with them. And they should get rid of ICE completely by laying in the street, butt naked, on bikes as part of a protest. What you are literally, this actually happened last night. Several hundred people are out laying on a bridge on their bikes, butt naked, to prove a point. You tell me what. Okay, listen, you got the point. You get the idea. What's going to be effective? Is that going to be effective? Is dancing like a frog going to be effective? Is making AI videos about frogs being George Washington going to be effective? Or is it having a 51 to 48% approval rating and a 90% negative media coverage and still pulling it off and making the war in Israel and Gaza stop? I don't know, guys. What do you think is going to work? And don't listen to me. Don't trust me. I'm just a guy on the internet. I always bring the receipts. Everything's linked. But maybe there's a guy in California, little Gavin Newsom, little Gavster. First of all, enjoy the mocking of his body language here because this is weird. But listen to what he says. He openly says it himself. Listen to this.
I want to understand those I disagree with because I want to get better and I want to be smarter and I want to win. These guys won. They kicked our ass. And we're dealing with the tyranny of this administration every goddamn day. And so for me, it's about power, taking back our power. It's not about punditry and bullshit. It's not about having a goddamn candlelight visual. I'm not interested in a white paper on this shit. I'm a practitioner. We got to get out there. We got to fucking win. I care about winning. That's what Prop 50 is about. It's about power. This son of a bitch is going to not only rewrite history, it's over. The history of this country. We won't have a country in a year if this guy's successful. We're at the 250th anniversary of the Founding Fathers. That's next year. There might not be another free and fair election unless we win back this House of Representatives.
So he's sticking to his normal shtick. I mean, the cursing and the tough guy language and the accessible with the little bit of the hamburger meat showing. But what, 40 seconds of this? What the hell is that? Anyway. The other part here, he just said it. We got our ass kicked. I don't want candlelight vigils. I don't want white papers. Oh, well, do you want more Kamala Harris, or do you want more naked protesters, or do you want more protesters for ICE and frogs? Do you want AI agent or AI art with frogs? Like, what do you want, Gavster? And this is the whole point, guys. And I'm trying to put this video together to make you understand. You have them so far with their backs against the wall so badly. All you have to do is continue the pace that you're on, and you will relegate them to the dustbin of history for the next 60 years. And I'm not exaggerating. It might be 30. Let's be conservative. 30 years. But that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.